I'm going to talk about our current pattern. So, so I might do the tropics first. So zoom out to United States or USA or US. So, so it's gonna take a minute to go to global continent view, then US. So if you see like tropical cyclone, that is hits like in southeastern Quebec. That's tropical storm Melissa or something, Melissa actually. So let's talk about our current pattern and the pressure pattern. So let's do the pressure pattern first. So some positive PNA and some low pressure. What I told you is southeastern waters. So I just told you, and yeah, but for Toronto, the first frost is coming from. So it's gonna take a minute. For Scarborough, Ontario, from the Farmers Almanac. So it's gonna average. It's gonna tell the average of every website that this balance is the frost. If it is only for Farmers Almanac, it won't tell. It be like Farmers Almanac. So so for Scarborough, the first fall frost is from like October 3rd, and the last one is May 9th. So it could be earlier, later, depending on weather patterns. So weather changes, so also that. So depending on local regions, sometimes like Scarborough, Markham, Brampton. So for example, yeah. So so if you see like negative PNA, so Alberta, Southwest Alberta is gonna see warmer than normal temperatures, and so next 2 p.m. and some lake effect rainfall. There's no tropical cyclone anywhere. You have to zoom out to Atlantic. I will show you after this. So we see like snowfall in southwestern British Columbia. That's normal climate normal. This is normal for the climate, typical climate. So so there's some trough in the eastern freeze. There's like 534 line is like in Illinois. It's gonna double check, so it's gonna take a minute to see what state it is. So you need to hold map of North America to see like positive PNA and pressure pattern. So there's gonna be like 534 line is in like Iowa, Illinois, Missouri. That's like 534. So most it's gonna be positive PNA and tilted trough in the east. So next hour, so there's no rainfall in Ontario except some parts. So next hour was 7 a.m. And it's still on some tilted top, but it's getting slightly less tilted for now, but before was. So 4 p.m. there's some tilted trough, positive PNA, slightly tilted. And 988 millibars of pressure is in northwestern Ontario, the province of Ontario. So next hours, so there's some rainfall, ignore that. So it's gonna be positive PNA. You can see from the 540 line, freezing line. So next hour, 7 a.m. So 984, it's in northern Ontario, slightly northwest Ontario. So 4 p.m. Sundays is 2 p.m. So there's some rainfall to talk about later on. So it's gonna be neutral, slightly positive, actually positive PNAs. So next hour, so there's some low pressure system, and there's some positive PNA with some lake effect rainfall. Let's see, double check if it's actual. Oh, this 4 a.m. So 7 a.m. So it is go back to 7 p.m. That is for the Gulf of Mexico Western actually. So there's some nor'easter. If it was winter, or it could be possible in like December, November time frame, it's going to be a blizzard nor'easter like storms. So in Maine. So just saying that. So 4 p.m. it gets like positive PNA, but it's neutral PNA for it. It's actually neutral positive PNA. So 7 p.m. final hour, sub-1 positive PNA, neutral PNAs. So neutral PNA is actually is positive neutral PNA is Southern Ontario, and mostly positive is New Hampshire. Well, it's the northeastern United States. So zoom in back to Toronto or Atlantic Ocean. So it's gonna be. So these videos are gonna take 35 minutes, but the normal videos is without hurricanes. It's going to be 30, 25, 20 minutes. So it's 20 to 25 minutes actually. So it's like. So go out to Atlantic Ocean or equatorial. So you see any tropical cyclones, you're gonna have a limit on this weather model for now. Not model, but the precipitation model. So there's no tropical storm except some storm just popping out from Gulf of Mexico, western. So zoom in back to Toronto. So I'm gonna talk about Halloween. So skip today's trick-or-treating time. There's some. So trick-or-treating time, it's gonna be like Oshawa Uxbridge is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Cuba could get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Belleville is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. If you see snow, that's normal. So Peterborough is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rain. So Collingwood is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Midland, Barrie, Beverly Isles is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Orella, Georgina is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Cancelled. So that took 7 minutes to talk about the pressure and the tropical patterns. So tropical weather actually. So next hour, 8 a.m. So Barrie, Beverly Isles, Collingwood, Oshawa is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. 2 p.m. Stoffel, Newmarket doesn't count, it could be. So Niagara on the Lake is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, including Collingwood. If you see like Barrie, you could get some dark clouds. That doesn't mean it's gonna rain. It could be raining. Could be possible to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, but it won't. Sometimes it will, or sometimes it won't. So they're raining on the storm track. So and there's nothing else. That is high pressure, some maybe 1020 millibars pressure. So 7 a.m. If you see, that's nothing. 4 p.m. nothing. It's about Midland. So let's see what city is this on Ontario. So Lion's Head is gonna get some dark clouds, some rainfall, 0.25 millimeters of rain. 4 p.m. everywhere in Toronto. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Oakville, Burlington, Hamilton, Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, Fort Erie, Newmarket, Kansas Newmarket, Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill is part of Toronto, it doesn't count. I already did. So Oshawa, Uxbridge, Newmarket, I did. So Beverly Isles, Georgina, Barrie, Orilla, yes possible, London, Peterborough, Quebec 2.5, Belleville 2.5, Hanover 2.5, Watertown 6.25, Owen Sons 2.5, Collingwood is 0.25. So next hour is possible, including Good Spy is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So I think it's 7 p.m. So 1 p.m. it's gonna be extra hours. So Collingwood, Barrie, Orla, Hamilton, Burlington, Green Spy, Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, even though most of it's dry. So Whiteton, I'm gonna skip Whiteton. So Owen Sound, Peterborough doesn't count, Belleville doesn't count. So Whiteton. So those cities, except Whiteton, is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Whiteton, Owen Sound, it's going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Lion's Head is going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rain. So nothing else except so next hour. So everywhere in Toronto is including Richmond Hill is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Newmarket, Stouffville, Oakville, Hamilton, Burlington, Green Spy, Niagara on the Lake, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Barrie, Beverly Isles, Georgia, Collingwood, London, Peterborough is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, including Orangeville. I missed a long time, so Orangeville is going to be catch up with the total precipitation. 120 hours, so Barrie, Beverly Isles, Georgia, Collingwood, Midland. What city is this? It's gonna be Port Elgin. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, including southwestern Ontario, northwestern, just southwestern southern Ontario, and northwestern southern Ontario. We see snowfall as elevation. Like if you see, so if you see snowfall for now, it could be possible to snow in November, October, November actually. So or just high elevations, not higher actually. So go back to 1 p.m. So Whiteton, Owen Sound, Collingwood, Barrie is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So 1:14 final hour, nothing. So total precipitation every 12 hours. So let's do 8 p.m. So Brampton 1 millimeters of rain, Stouffville 2 millimeters of rain, Scarborough is gonna be 1.2 millimeters of rain. 2 millimeters of rain down to Toronto. Oakville is going to be 0.7, Hamilton 0.2, Niagara on the Lake is 0.22 actually. 3 millimeters of rain, Niagara Falls City. Newmarket is 2 millimeters of rain. Orangeville is going to be 0.1.2 millimeters of rain. Stouffville is already done. So Uxbridge, Oshawa, Collingwood is going to be 3 millimeters of rain. Peterborough is going to be 9 millimeters of rain. 7 millimeters of rain. Coolbrook. Belleville is 6 millimeters of rain. And 5 millimeters of rain is somewhere. It's going to be 4 and 2.5 and 5. So it's going to be 3.7 millimeters of rain. Barrie. Georgia is going to be 6 millimeters of rain, but it's going to be rounded to 6. So Beverly Isles is going to get 1.7 millimeters of rain. Orella is going to get like 7.5 millimeters, or 12.5 actually. It's going to be 10. 0.5 millimeters of rain or less. So next hour, Collingwood is going to get borderline 0.2, 0.7 millimeters of rain. Niagara on the Lake is mixed with mostly 0.2 with some 0.7 millimeters of rain. Barrie is 0.2. So Hanoi nothing. Port Elgin something is gonna get 0.2 millimeters of rain. So somewhere. So not somewhere, but next hour 8 p.m. So nothing else. Next hour it's gonna be 7 p.m. So 2 millimeters. So 2 millimeters in Stoffel. Scarborough is 2 millimeters. So not 2. It's good. Borderline something. So it could be 2 millimeters already, but it's gonna be less than that. 2 millimeters of rains. So it could be 2 millimeters of rain in Scarborough, but it's yeah. It could be. So downtown Toronto is 2 millimeters of rain. Brampton is 2 millimeters of rain. 2 millimeters of rain is in Mississauga, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Uxbridge, Oshawa, Peterborough, Niagara on the Lake, London, Collingwood, Hamilton, Oakville, Grimsby. So Niagara Falls City is going to 3 millimeters of rain, 4 millimeters rain for the 80. Quebec is 6 millimeters rain, Belleville is 4 millimeters rain, Whiteton. It's 11 millimeters rain, 7.5 millimeters of rain is in Owen Sound, so Barrie is going to be, could be 2 millimeters of rain. Borella is going to be 4 millimeters of rain. Actually not 4, but it's 2.5 millimeters, 3.5 millimeters of rain. Georgia is going to get some 2 millimeters of rain. So next hour, it's be corrected by next. So Whiteton is gonna get 0.7, 0.7 Owen Sound, Collingwood 0.6, Barrie 0.2, Orella nothing. So the rest of Southern Ontario gets nothing. So total precipitation 120 hours. So Brampton, Stoffel is gonna get some 8 millimeters rain. 8.5 millimeters of rain is in Scarborough. 9 millimeters of rain down to Toronto. Mississauga is gonna be 7 millimeters of rain. 7.5 millimeters of rain. So Hamilton's 4 millimeters rain. Oakville is gonna be 4 millimeters of rain. It's 4.5. No, 4. Somebody's gonna be 4. So Oakland's actually 4 millimeters rain. Niagara on the Lake is 8 millimeters rain. 9 millimeters rain. Niagara Falls City, Uxbridge is 9 millimeters rain. Oshawa is 7 millimeters rain. Newmarket is 10 millimeters of rain. Orangeville is going to be 9 or 8 millimeters. So it's actually 8 millimeters rain. Quebec 15 millimeters of rain. Peterborough is 13 millimeters of rain. 13 millimeters of rain is in Belleville. London 30 millimeters of rain. 15 millimeters of rain Byerton. 16 millimeters of rain Collingwood. So those are the cities. So we see extra 6 hours. Ignore that. So temperature patterns. So let's go to 8 p.m. 6 p.m. right? So 3 p.m. So Brampton's 10 degrees, 7 degrees Simpson, Stoffel, Newmarket. It covers 8 degrees, 9 degrees in downtown Toronto. Hamilton's 10 degrees. Hamilton is 11 degrees. Oakville's 10 degrees. 11 degrees. 10 degrees. 11 degrees actually in Oakville. Niagara on the Lake is 11 degrees. Niagara Falls City is 9 degrees. 4 degrees in Uxbridge. 6 degrees in Oshawa. 2 degrees in Peterborough. 5 degrees in Coburg. 4 degrees in Belleville. London is 10 degrees. 8 degrees is in Whitehorn. 7 degrees in Collingwood. Grimsby is 11 degrees. So skip anywhere has the base. So next hour. So Brampton, Stouffville, Oshawa, Coburg, Whitehorn is good. Niagara Falls City is going to be 5 degrees. Downtown Toronto 6 degrees. Niagara on the Lake, Hamilton, Burlington. It's gonna it's gonna be 7 degrees. Newmarket, it's 4 degrees. 3 degrees is in Uxbridge. 2 degrees in Peterborough. 3 degrees in Belleville. 3 degrees in London. 4 degrees in Collingwood. 7 degrees is in Oakville. Orangeville is gonna be 4 degrees most of the time. So next hour is going to be 3 p.m. or 1 p.m. sometimes. So Brampton, downtown Toronto, Scarborough. Those Niagara Falls City is gonna be 8 degrees. Stouffville 7 degrees. 7 degrees in Newmarket, Oshawa, Coburg, Belleville. So Hamilton, Grimsby, Niagara on the Lake. It's 9 degrees and 9 degrees also Oakville. 6 degrees is in Uxbridge, Collingwood, Warrington, Peterborough. So 10 degrees in London. So Orangeville is 7 degrees, 6 degrees. 7 degrees actually most of the time. 6 degrees. So next hour, so 5 degrees in Whitehorn, 4 degrees in Collingwood, 3 degrees in London, Brampton, Stouffville, Newmarket, Orangeville, Oshawa, Peterborough. It's gonna be 3 degrees. Downtown Toronto, Coburg, Hamilton, Niagara Falls City is 5 degrees, 2 degrees in Uxbridge, 4 degrees in Belleville, 6 degrees in Niagara on the Lake. Oakville is 6 degrees. So Whitehorn, Collingwood, everywhere in Toronto it looks Scarborough. Newmarket, Uxbridge, Oshawa, Coburg, Belleville. Those cities are gonna be 9 degrees. Oakville is 12 degrees. Hamilton 11 degrees. 11 degrees in Niagara on the Lake. 10 degrees is in Niagara Falls City. Peterborough is 8 degrees. So London is 11 degrees. Final cities, Orangeville. So Orangeville is 9 degrees. So next hour. So Brampton, Peterborough, Whitehorn, Collingwood, it's gonna be 7 degrees. Newmarket, Stouffville, Orangeville doesn't count as 7 degrees. Uxbridge, those cities are gonna be 6 degrees. Down to Toronto, Oshawa, London, it's gonna be 8 degrees. 9 degrees, Hamilton, Oakville, 9 degrees. 10 degrees is also Niagara on the Lake. Niagara Falls City is 9 degrees, including Fort Erie. So Coburg, Belleville, Coburg's 10 degrees, 9 degrees in Belleville. So next hour, 3 p.m. Whitehorn, Collingwood, London. It's gonna be 6 degrees except London. So London, Stouffville, Peterborough. It's gonna be 8 degrees. Brampton, Oshawa, Niagara Falls Cities, 9 degrees. Downtown Toronto, 480 is possible. So Hamilton, Oakville, Quebec is gonna be 10 degrees. Newmarket, Orangeville, Uxbridge is gonna be 7 degrees. 10 degrees in Niagara on the Lake, 9 degrees in Belleville. Scarborough is gonna be 9 degrees. So next, we're at 7 a.m. instead of. So Waterton, downtown Toronto, Quebec is gonna be 6 degrees. London, Newmarket, Stouffville, Uxbridge is gonna be 4 degrees. Brampton, Oshawa is 5 degrees. Hamilton, Queens Bay, Niagara on the Lake is 7 degrees. Niagara Falls City is 5 degrees. Peterborough is 3 degrees. 3 degrees in Belleville. Oakville is 7 degrees. 5 degrees in Collingwood. So Orangeville is 4 degrees. Final hour is possible. So final hour, 4 p.m. instead of 1 p.m. So Whiteton, Collingwood, Newmarket, Orangeville, Uxbridge, Peterborough. Those cities gonna be 8 degrees including Orangeville. So Brampton, downtown Toronto, Scarborough, Oshawa, Quebec, Belleville, everywhere in Niagara Falls, London, Hamilton. It's going to be 10 degrees. Oakville is going to be 11 degrees. So this is the end of the video. And so Orangeville is 8 degrees actually. So this is the end of the video.